Take two, a couple of days later. Hello, this is going to be a redo of a video that I had originally released on Sunday that I then took down because it didn't live up to my expectations or to my standards. So I got several comments on my video that I had released about my McMurdo Station 36 Days of Daylight. Some people seemed to get up in arms that I said daylight instead of sunlight. Other people said other things completely different than that. But I thought I was going to make that video on Sunday because there still seems to be some odd misunderstanding as to what the word daylight means. And part of the reason why I took that video down was because the comment section kind of got a little bit out of hand on that subject. And I didn't really intend for it to become so contentious as to splitting hairs regarding when daylight ends and when night happens to be or whatever. So I thought I was just going to show this wiki to get everybody else on board as to the reason why I chose the word daylight rather than sunlight or 36 days or whatever. According to multiple sources, daylight is the combination of all direct and indirect sunlight during the daytime. Daytime, as observed on Earth, is the period of the day during which a given location experiences natural illumination from direct sunlight. So, going on this very specific definition, daylight pretty much ends when the sun is no longer above the local horizon. And we can continue to split hairs until the cows come home and say, well, 2 seconds after the sun has set, it's still daylight because it's still illuminated by the sun. And my rebuttal to that would be after you can no longer see the sun directly, barring any obstructions like buildings or mountains or trees, for example. If you were, let's say, at the beach looking due west and the sun was just setting due west and the only obstruction was water, then when you could no longer see the sun due to the ocean, then the only illumination at that point would be indirect sunlight, no longer direct. And that, of course, starts the twilight. And I wanted to make that video on Sunday specifically to address the issue that some people were telling me or telling others or getting into arguments as to what was what, losing sight of the original context, which was when I said 36 days of daylight, I meant 36 days where the sun was above the horizon based on this definition here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice back in the other part where I made the change to that video in YouTube Studio. Although upon review, I think there is a slight ambiguity in this video. So I'm going to change that right now. Continuous daylight. There we go. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.